I was starting to feel like lightheaded and giddy and wanting to laugh. Sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
Can't help it.
Just go when you're ready. That's it. As you start to drift and float away, start to sink into that settee, feeling all calm and relaxed. With every breath you take and every heartbeat now, you'll go deeper, deeper, deeper. Deeper, deeper, deeper. Deeper than you were last time and the time before. Just going deeper, 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 deeper. Just imagine being that relaxed and that calm. As you start to drift away and float away, drift away and float away. What I'd like you to imagine, Karin, is you're in a hallway. In this hallway there's doors to the left and to the right of you. And what I'd like you to do, I'd like you to choose one of those doorways to take you into one of your past lives. So just walk up and down the hallway slowly, looking at the numbers from 1 to 10. And when you've chose the door that you'd like to go through today, I'd like you just to give me some sort of sign or even tell me.
I'm going to go do through doorway number 4.
Number 4. Are you happy with that choice? Sure it's number 4 you want to go through?
You keep coming back to that one.
Okay. What I'd like you to do now, I'd like you to pull the handle down and slowly open that door. And as you open the door you can feel the sunlight as it gets brighter and brighter. Just imagine now, stood in that doorway. And what I want you to do now is look down at the ground and take one foot over the threshold onto the ground in front of you. And now the other foot. Can you see anything?
Gravel path.
The gravel path. Can you feel this?
It's a bit stony.
Have you got shoes on or are you barefooted?
Barefoot.
You're barefooted. Have a good look around you. Do you know where you are?
Feels familiar. I think I'm on the gravel path home.
On the gravel path home from where?
Can't quite tell.
Okay. Are you in this country or are you in another country?
Feels like I'm in Scotland.
You're in Scotland. Okay. Do you know what you're wearing at this precise moment?
Sort of like a hessian cloth.
Are you male or female?
Female.
Okay. Do you know what year this might be?
Long time ago.
Can you not go far back and remember what year it might be?
1816.
Okay. And what purpose are you on this gravel path for?
I've got to go home and make dinner.
And where is home for you?
It's just at the party. It's like a long house.
Okay. Is it in a village or is it in a town?
It's sort of up a hill, on the hillside.
And what age would you be?
I'd say 26.
Okay, and it's very rude of me. What would we call you today? What would your name be today? Listen as hard as you can for somebody calling your name. Can you hear your name being called?
It's Catherine.
Catherine. Hello, Catherine. Lovely to meet you. I think we've met before, haven't we?
Yeah.
We have. I've got somebody here with me called Jane. And if I can't think of questions to ask you, she's going to ask you. So the only voices that you need to listen to is mine and Jane's voice. Do you understand this?
Yeah.
Good. Good. So could you tell me whether you're married?
No.
Have you got a partner?
No, I live at home.
Do you live at home with your parents?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like you to go drifting and floating towards that home. After the count of 3, I want you to imagine yourself outside of that home because I'm going to ask you to describe that to me. 3, 2, 1. Can you say this home now?
Yeah.
Can you describe this home to me?
It's just like a long house, you know, where you just sort of almost into the hillside.
Is it a tiled roof or a thatch roof?
It's sort of like a thatched roof,
Okay.
almost like a mud roof.
Okay. How many windows on the front of this house?
It doesn't really have windows.
Okay. And when you look up and down it, can you see any plants or anything growing up the walls? Is there any ivy or any roses or?
It's like a mud house.
Like a mud house. Can you smell anything? Can you smell the mud house?
You can smell it. So it's like, it doesn't smell very nice. It smells like, well, the animals are in the end, the sheep are in the end.
Ah, so it's like a little farm building, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. And what I'd like you to do now, Catherine, is I'd like you to walk through the door.
I'm already in there, because it doesn't smell very nice.
It doesn't smell now.
No,
So
it
you're
smells
inside the
like
house.
the
Do you sense that you live with anybody in the house, or do you live on your own? Your mum and dad. Have you got any brothers and sisters that live with you at this precise time?
I've got brothers, but I think they're in the fields.
Okay. What sort of time of day is it? Is it lunchtime? Is it dinner time? You smell food?
Yes. There's a pot on the fire.
There's So is your mother stood by the pot
Mm.
cooking? And what do you think's in the pot? What can you smell? What can you see that's in the pot?
It smells like vegetable soup.
Mm. And how old would your mother be? You don't know.
45.
45. Very good. Very good. I want you to look into the eyes of your mother, the eyes of the window, and who does your mother remind you of?
I'm not looking at her, I'm looking at my dad because I'm a bit frightened of him.
You're frightened of your dad.
Mm.
Would you like to tell me why? Can you feel an energy around you from your dad?
He frightens me.
He frightens you. Is it something that may have happened, or is it something you're just frightened of him? Yeah. Catherine, Jane's going to talk to you now.
What I want you to do, totally detach from any pain, fear or emotion, knowing that this is just a movie, so you don't feel any pain, fear or emotion. I want you to look deep into the eyes of your father and tell me, emotionally, how do you feel?
Upset and scared, really.
Upset and scared, yeah. Knowing that no harm can be done to you now, and the eyes are the windows to the soul. What I want you to do, Catherine, I want you to look into his eyes and tell me, what colour are those eyes? If you could give them a colour, what colour would they be?
Brown.
Brown. And knowing that the eyes are the windows to the soul, as our soul lives on, I want you to look close into those eyes and go right down into the soul of that person. And you can telepathically communicate mind to mind, soul to soul. And you'll just have a knowing. Who does that person remind you of? Who's that father remind? Does he remind you of anybody in this life?
No, can't see it.
Mm-hmm. So what I want you to do, I want you to do the same with your mother, looking into the eyes, down into her soul, telepathically communicate. And does your mother remind you of anybody that you've been working with today? What's your first impression? Hannah.
Right, I want you to now close that scene and move further. It's more significant to a feeling or a thought in your life.
Just closing that scene now, drifting, floating forward. Drifting and floating forward in the same timeline to another time when something significant is happening to you. I'm going to count from 3 to 1. And when Martin gets to 1, he'll be there. 1. Drifting, floating.
1, drift and float. 2, drift and float further and further. And 3, be there now. Are you inside or are you outside at this moment?
Inside.
Inside. Do you know where you are?
Yeah.
Could you describe that to me, please?
1 minute. Where I was. in the house that I was born. I was 21 Long Place Drive in Southport.
Oh. Is that happy memories for you?
Yeah, yeah.
Could you describe that house to me a little bit, please?
It's a 60s house, sort of house, next to the sand dunes that go to the sea. And I wasn't feeling very well. I felt faint. So I went into my mum and dad's bedroom because I needed some water.
Okay. So, what's significant about the scene you've brought me to? Could you look round and describe that to me, please?
Yeah, I just didn't feel right
Why did it not feel right?
because I just felt like I was going to pass out.
Okay.
Mum's got my head and cradled it in her legs. She knelt down. Felt really faint. Feel like I'm gonna just drift away.
Okay. Would you like to move a little more forward? Get rid of this feeling.
It's my dad. My dad's there. It's my dad in Scotland. It's the same person.